A view over the rooftops of Barcelona. Park Güell is situated on a hill not far from the city's centre. It's the creation of the famously eccentric architect Antoni Gaudí. Originally planned as a private preserve for 60 families of Catalonia's elite, today it's a public park. And it's just as popular with Barcelona residents as with tourists, drawing about 8 million visitors each year. Joan Roca, head of the city's historical museum, is an expert on the park's history.
It's really exceptional because when Gaudí made this residential area for Guell, he tried to find the best of nature and the best of architectural form in the whole Western tradition to make a place which had a kind of transcendence, even a kind of heaven.
The guardhouses at the entrance sport flora and fauna motifs typical of the local incarnation of Art Nouveau, called Modernisme Catalan. The park was laid out between 1900 and 1914. It features a unique harmony of nature and architecture. Gaudí planned it all down to the tiniest detail. Like the viaducts integrated into the landscape with their built-in birds' nests. Gaudí had originally planned a meeting area for residents between the colonnades.
Here he had to find the right scale and to find the right proportion, not only to sustain the square which is above, but also to create a rhythm which goes from classic to anti-classic, from culture to nature. And if you walk around, you will find the different perspectives which are not the same all the time. So it's a very dynamic conception of a structure which is rather static.
Antoni Gaudí was one of the pioneering architects of the 20th century. In 1900, industrialist Parque Güell hired him to build a residential area overlooking the city. The project failed, and so in 1926, Park Güell was opened to the public. Only 2 of the residential buildings were actually constructed. No buyer was found, so Gaudí himself moved into the model building that was designed by one of his assistants. Gaudí lived in it for almost 20 years. Today it houses a museum devoted to Gaudí's life and work. Among its exhibits are items of furniture designed by the architect. The park offers a view towards the Cathedral of Sagrada Familia, Gaudí's most famous work, which is still not completed. But the very best view of the city is from the park's esplanade. It was originally planned as an open-air theatre, but today, from its vantage point, it's the city that's the show. The serpentine-like bench features a special mosaic technique that Gaudí favoured.
Gaudí decided to use the trencadís. Trencadís means broken pieces. Broken pieces from reused materials to mix the different elements in a very free way. So that form puts you in the front of the city, and on the other part you can sit and participate in the social life in the square.
Local residents have free admission to the part of the park that's protected as a national monument. To raise funds to maintain the park, an €8 entrance fee for tourists was introduced last year.
This park was so beautiful.
I like the way the stone terraces and sculptures have been woven into the landscape. They follow the contours of the land.
The park's really beautiful. Barcelona's incredible.
Quiet descends in the evening. The Park Güell is not just an architectural monument, it's a lovely place to take a break from the city's hustle and bustle.